This is Ray, who's one of the original members of SongShare. Ray, you were not a singer when you came to SongShare. Do I have that right?
That doesn't mean I didn't sing. It just means I didn't sing with any confidence, and I didn't give a damn if I hit bad notes or anything else. And SongShare made me aware I really do care.
Oh, that's good. That's good. What else? What
Well,
have you gotten from
one of the things I remember is the very first day I was on, you said you don't have to sing if you don't want to.
it?
You can just listen. And I said, yes, I'm just here to listen. And 40 minutes into it, I just said, I can't. I can't do that. And so I said, is it okay if I sing? And you said, yes. And so I said, I'm going to sing a song I barely know. And so I sang with a little help of my friends.
Uh-huh.
And I made it up.
Even
And it,
better.
and at the end of the hour, it was like, I'm hooked.
Mm.
The door has been open.
Yeah, that's great. And I remember that very well because I thought, well, aren't you courageous? That's great. I mean, we generally have that rule. If you come the first day and you don't want to sing, you don't have to. Or if you just want to hum, you can do that
Hmm.
if that's easier for you. And I remember not very long into Songshare, all of a sudden you were raring to go and you needed to sing.
I needed to sing out.
Yeah, well, that was it. That was it. It was it was the ability to sing out, not just to sing, but to
Yes.
yeah, that's great. Well, you've certainly gotten on top of that one.
And that's the fun of it. That's the absolute fun of it. And I say very often when I begin to sing, I don't know where this is going, but I'm going to go with it. And I try to do them in different ways, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't,
Yeah.
but it's always worth it.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful feeling when you feel like you're just along for the ride. You know, it's coming out of you and you're producing it, but in a way you're sort of not there. You're just along for the ride. You know, it's very freeing when you feel that.
Yeah, I mean it's also what I'll tell you what I love about that hour every Saturday. Um, this is what I was thinking about. 45 years ago, I worked on an NBC special called The American Family. And it was a special exploring all the meanings of the word family. And the segment I was working on was the family that is created when you're working on a show
Mm, mm.
and you're in all these weeks of rehearsal, then you're on stage and you have dinners together and you fight together, you go out, and it's a family. And I feel that every week about SongShare.
You know, I heard that from somebody who's only been a member for a short time yesterday. And I love hearing that because that's what we want to set up, a place where people feel completely welcome, completely, you know, supported, completely part of the group right from the beginning. And it's worked out really nicely that way.
Right. And it's with people who are from diverse backgrounds, ethnic uh, beginnings, and even the kind of music each person likes.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, and we're all different in that, folk music, but being exposed to all that
yeah.
is part of the value of it.
Oh God, yeah, yeah.
And it makes when 6 o'clock rolls around like, oh, okay.
Oh,
And it's
is it six already? I
it's
know.
six. We do that often. Is it 6 o'clock
Yeah,
already?
yeah.
So
Yeah, and just say if there's any way that Songshare has bled into other parts of your life.
well, totally. Um, I was reminded of Alan Alda at the end of all of his podcasts. He has several questions, and one is, "What do you wish you knew more of?" And my answer to that would be music. You know, all of my life, I have been surrounded by music. I've been involved in it from a very young age, and around people who create music, but I never really knew it. Yes, I played the accordion, learned how to read music, but still I didn't know. And with the confidence that I got out of SongShare, really, I enrolled in classes at Juilliard. And over the last 3 years now, I've been studying opera, classical, baroque, jazz. I'm taking a course starting next week on Miles Davis, and in 2 weeks on the music of the Silk Road.
Oh,
And it's all that Asian music and everything else. And then I got the confidence to teach. I taught a course in uh, the roots of rock and roll. That totally comes out of the confidence that I've gained singing every Saturday,
oh,
whether or not I hit all the notes.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's about letting the joy out of you. It's not about hitting the right note necessarily.
Well,
That's
I think that's
less important.
the defining thing of the group. As diverse as we are, the one thing we all share is the love of singing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't have to go any deeper than that. It's that
That's all we need.
particular, that's all we need, and it binds all of us together.
Yeah, it does. It does. Many people who love the idea of singing believe they're not ready yet. That someday in the future they'll feel more comfortable, more confident, more prepared. What I've noticed is that readiness doesn't arrive all at once. It grows from experience, especially when we feel supported. That's why I'm opening a 12-week live Zoom experience called Singing for People Who Believe They Can't. A safe, supportive, non-judgmental space where we gently explore what it's like to sing at whatever pace feels right for you. If you're curious about singing with less fear and more ease and discovering the freedom that can come with that, you can learn more at the link. Yeah.
Had I known, I would have stopped and seen you.
I used to do a lot of work there. I co-created and co-taught a class called Introducing the Brand Called Me, and it was for seniors who wanted to go get a job. And what I
Oh,
concentrated on was interview skills, and we would do these mock interviews. They were like 3 minutes long. We'd bring in real business people, and they would sit across from these kids and interview them. And then at the end, I would give them notes. And it was kind of a Herculean thing because it got to be very popular. So there were three sections of it in 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 one afternoon, and there were 15 kids in each class. So on one afternoon, I would do 45 of these things, and it's very like you've got to be laser focused.
right,
And
right, right.
and the guy who did it with me used to say, "How do you do that?" I said, "Well, it's just what I learned as an actor. It's just focus." And I was always tired afterward, but not. There was never any problem while I was doing it. You know.
You brought up two ideas, not ideas, questions for you. Did you know? I just took a dance class at Juilliard, and the teacher was Margaret Hall.
Mhm.
What's the theater that you worked with in Minnesota or Ohio or wherever it was?
Oh, I worked first at ACT in San Francisco, and then I worked at the Great Lakes Shakespeare Festival, which is where I met Hanks. And then I worked at the North Carolina Shakespeare Festival and some places like that, you know.
Because her father ran one of those theaters that I thought you had mentioned, and I always keep if you knew the Hall family that ran one of those theaters. I mean,
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
they did many plays. And the other thing was when you about older people getting a job. I can't remember the woman's name right now, but she was in my writing workshop, and she wrote a book called Hang Gliding. And it didn't mean hang gliding, it was getting a job after 50.
Mm.
However, in this book, this is what was so bizarre about it and spoke to her context. You needed $1 million and getting a good job after 50 because that's the world she handled the Rothschild money.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got her on the Today Show to promote it. And as a thank you, she let me use her house in Southampton,
Mm.
right? So I go to Southampton and two friends of mine, three of us go. And, she's not there, of course. And on top of the refrigerator are 12 bottles of Cristal champagne. Now, I don't know that she left that for us.
Yeah,
So I don't touch it,
yeah.
right?
There's no note if
So
yeah.
she calls me like during the week and she said, all the Cristal is still there. And I said, what Cristal? She said, I left 12 bottles of champagne for you. And I said, oh, I didn't know. So the next day, they were delivered to my
Oh, for
apartment.
Christ's sake. Well,
Her
that's
hus-
nice.
her husband, her husband threw her out of the car and killed her.
Oh my God.
Yes, and I went to her funeral at St. Ignatius of Loyola on 83rd and Park Avenue.
Uh,
It's the first time I ever went to a funeral where the New York Philharmonic was playing.
oh my.
And my friend from who ran the workshop, she said her husband had the gall to have the Philharmonic play after he had killed her. And I said, he did, because he
Yeah,
has the money.
maybe he was sorry.
He wasn't.
Maybe he wanted to soften things a little bit.
Madeline Talley. I just
Uh,
thought of her name, Madeline Talley.
did the husband swing? Did he?
No, I don't even think he was ultimately charged. It was an accident.
Uh,
She sort of like opened the door by mistake.
and then by mistake, his leg just shot out and booted her right out
Or
the.
his arm
Yeah,
pushed
right.
her.
He just straight armed her right out of the car. Yeah.
Right, Madeline Talley.
Mm, Jesus.
Yes.
But I think there was still something else I wanted to tell you or ask you, and I don't remember what the fuck it was. Well, it doesn't matter. It'll come
Whatever
back.
happened? Whatever happened to? Oh my God, what's the? I can't think of her name. The other black woman who sang.
Colleen?
No, no, Colleen. I see around.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know, I
Colleen is Colleen is still connected to Alexa.
yeah, right, I know.
So,
I I had the impression that Colleen quit because her husband was jealous of the time she was spending.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
She
interesting.
made some comment about, he said that that had to be family day or something like that. And I thought, oh,
Oh,
okay,
interesting.
backing off this one.
Wasn't he very ill?
Yeah, yeah, he had some illness.
Yeah. No, the
Um,
other one who she would cry a lot
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
with the
yeah.
towel on her head.
Yeah, the one who one day put on glasses and says, "I'm going incognito," and she knew it was a joke.
Ah, that
She
is.
she she knew it was a joke, but it was hysterical. Um, I think she just got really depressed. But I adored her. I thought she was a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
yeah.
You know.
But she seemed troubled,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah,
She was very emotional.
yeah. I think there was a lot of romantic heartbreak in her life.
Right.
You know.
And then the other one I used to like was she had been a nurse and she was connected to the church.
Oh, Carol.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Nina had
Carol.
lunch with her not long ago.
Oh,
Yeah, so she's fine, and she was the one who was Jackie Wilson's nurse.
I was just going to say that. That's what
Yeah,
I remember about her.
yeah,
Very much so.
yeah. She was. I liked her, and she was a good singer, and she was fun to have. But Ray, some people just get tired of this. I never do.
I don't, well, I don't.
Yeah, I never do. And frankly, that's the case with most of the people. It's the case with Brian. It's the case with Maida. It's the case with Anne. It's the case with Jasmine. We like doing it. It's not a
Right.
torture. But for some people, it was torture. It was like, oh Christ, I got to learn a song, and
Right, right. The one thing that I have changed on though, if something comes up like this Saturday, I can't be there because I'm going to this premiere of a movie. I would have said no to the premiere
yeah,
to
no,
it, and I know now. No,
yeah,
don't
don't
do
do that.
that.
Don't do
Don't
that.
do that. I'll be
It's
back a week later.
No, it's understood that people have certain things to do on certain
Right,
Saturdays.
well, you go to
So,
weddings and concerts
well,
and
hell yes, there's always some fucking thing.
right,
So that's
or
understood.
you've had surgery, or
Yeah. Boy, I never want to have surgery again in my life. I will do everything in my fucking power to ever avoid having
well,
surgery
that
again.
was the knee, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Is
yeah.
it okay now?
Well, it's better, but I have my year appointment with the surgeon next week, and I'm going to tell him, I'll do it in a gentle way, but I'm going to tell him, if I knew that this was all I was going to have a year later, I might not have done the operation. I might just have limped through with what I had because I lost most of a year, frankly.
Right.
I mean, I really kind of lost that time, a lot of it. Um, so I'm going to be direct with him. There
Yeah,
it is.
when I thought that I needed it, I went to my doctor who wrote a book called The Knee Book, Dr. Halpern, and his whole thing was he didn't, I'm going to say believe, but that's bigger than it. He didn't believe in surgery.
Mhm.
Let's save the knee as many ways as possible
Yeah.
without surgery.
Well, I did that once.
And I had hyaluronic acid
I know
inserted.
you had really good luck with that.
This right knee right now, the last time I had the shot was 13 years ago. My left one is 5 years now.
Uh-huh.
And he said to me that he says, your body just reacts well to it.
I'd
Other
say so.
people, it does nothing.
Yeah.
And then I said, how long will it go on? And he says, until it stops going on. And
Yeah.
then we'll figure out what to do.
Yeah.
So I went to him probably 20 years ago.
Hmm.
And I no surgery. I'm still walking. I don't walk like I used to,
Yeah, I
but
don't either.
that's not because of my knee.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, listen, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Gary. I appreciate the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the
That
hell out of you, Ray. You're a delight to have in SongShare. You know,
it
I
it
mean,
it it's. I mean, the bottom line, it's fun.
that's the whole thing, isn't it?
It is fun. Yeah, you do it like you said during the week. Oh my God, I have to learn a song. Well, now I have to learn two. You know,
Yeah, well,
what?
for me, it's just get to. I get to work on that. Oh, good God, God, let me add it. You
Yeah.
know?
And I
Uh,
try singing them out and doing my own way, and I'm more and more taking songs that I knew in a different context years ago
mm-hmm.
because
Hmm.
I had been around all this music for so long.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I was thinking because of Jerry and the kind of when I see him, he sings these songs to me that he calls them saloon songs,
Hmm.
that he never does here, which I wish he would. And I said, when I was very young, my parents, who, they weren't artistic really, they drank a lot of beer,
Uh,
and they used to have these parties in the basement. And it was the neighbors, and I have many pictures of them sitting around a table singing.
yeah.
And I learned all those down by the old mill stream
Yeah, right.
and up, all those
Up a
old
lazy
songs.
river, yeah, and all
Well,
those,
those
right?
Mitch Miller songs.
Yeah, right.
That's why that was that era.
Yeah.
And so I think about that, and that Jerry hits right into all of that. That
Oh,
up a
God,
lazy
yes.
river thing,
Yeah, right. Right.
So and also my aunt and the woman across the street. The woman across the street from us sang with Bill Haley.
Oh, really?
Because he was it wasn't Bill Haley in the Comets then. It was Bill Haley, and I'm trying to think it was the Cowboys or something like that. And she sang with him. And my aunt, she always, and I know that this on SongShare, I've done this. She imitates the ink spots.
Yeah, yeah,
So when I'm 10 years old, I'm hearing, if I didn't care, you
yeah, right.
know, that style.
Yeah.
And Gene was singing country and western, in our basement in Philadelphia.
That's so
So
wonderful. And that didn't last for much longer after that.
no,
The next generation didn't do it.
no, not at all.
Yeah. Well,
There's a scam calling me
is it?
9 times a day now.
I'm not getting any lately. I was getting a lot for a while. I'm not getting any now.
And what this person on there said, goodbye, which
Oh,
means
well,
they hooked into my answering machine, realize it's an answering machine, and says goodbye.
yeah.
And I don't know what they want because I don't listen.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. No, it's
So
smart. There's nothing there for you,
there's nothing there for me.
probably. Yeah.
So
Well, I'll see you in a couple of days.
no, I'll see you. I will not be here Saturday. I'll be
Damn
here
it.
the week after.
Okay.
The week after.
Have fun.
I will. I
Wh-
will.
Whatever you do, I know you will. I know I can count on you for that.
Yeah, my cousin is in a new movie, and this is the premiere of the
Oh,
film
yeah, you said.
at the
Yeah.
New York Dance Festival
Wow. Well, good.
downtown in Tribeca.
Uh-huh.
So it should be fun.
Sure.
All right, I will see you in 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Thanks,
Thanks,
Ray.
Gary. Thanks
You
for
bet.
everything.
Bye.
Bye.